Step back in time with me to an age when giants gracefully sailed the skies. This isn't science fiction. It's the incredible true story of the LZ-127 Graf Zeppelin, the most successful airship ever built. For over a decade, this magnificent silver leviathan captivated the world, circumnavigating the globe and carrying passengers in unparalleled luxury. But how did this marvel of engineering work? What was it like to travel on a cloud? Let's find out. Our story begins in the 1920s, a golden era of innovation. Following the success of earlier Zeppelins, Germany's Luft Schiffbau Zeppelin Company, led by the visionary Dr. Hugo Eckener, embarked on its most ambitious project yet. Named after the company's founder, Count Ferdinand von Zeppelin, the Graf Zeppelin was a true titan. Stretching an astonishing 776 feet long, that's longer than 3 Boeing 747s parked end to end. It was the largest aircraft of its time. Unlike hot air balloons, Zeppelins were rigid airships. A strong but lightweight duralumin framework formed its iconic cigar shape, containing 17 massive gas cells filled with highly flammable hydrogen. 5 powerful Maybach engines, housed in external nacelles, drove the propellers that pushed the ship through the air at speeds up to 80 miles per hour. The real heart of the ship, however, was the gondola, slung beneath the enormous hull. This was the command center and the luxurious passenger quarters. So how did one even get aboard this floating hotel? It was a spectacle in itself. The Graf Zeppelin didn't just land like a modern airplane. A ground crew of hundreds of men would grab handling ropes dropped from the airship to guide it gently to its mooring mast. Passengers would then walk up a gangway, often a simple ramp or staircase, leading to a hatch on the underside of the gondola. Stepping inside, they entered a world of elegance and wonder, leaving the ground far below. The passenger area, while compact, was designed for comfort. The main feature was a large dining and lounge area, roughly 16 by 16 feet, with large slanted windows offering breathtaking panoramic views. Imagine dining on fine china while drifting silently over oceans and continents. The room was beautifully appointed with lightweight furniture and elegant decor. By day, it was a social hub. By night, it transformed. Adjacent to the lounge were 10 sleeping cabins, each designed for 2 people. These were cozy, not spacious, comparable to a train's sleeping compartment. Each cabin featured a sofa that converted into bunk beds at night, a small fold-down wash basin with hot and cold running water, and a closet. Large windows meant you could wake up to the sight of clouds drifting past your bed. Privacy was maintained with simple curtains. It was a snug and intimate setting, a far cry from the impersonal nature of modern air travel. Life aboard the Graf Zeppelin was a unique experience. With the engines humming far away on the hull, the passenger quarters were remarkably quiet. Travelers spoke of a serene, floating sensation with no turbulence. The ship flew at low altitudes, often just a few thousand feet, allowing for incredible views of the world below. Passengers would spend hours gazing out the windows, spotting landmarks, ships at sea, or even wildlife. The galley, or kitchen, was a model of efficiency. Chefs prepared multi-course meals on specially designed alcohol-burning stoves, as open flames were strictly forbidden due to the hydrogen gas. The menu was surprisingly gourmet, featuring fresh ingredients often taken on at various stops. A small navigation room and a radio room were also part of the gondola, where the crew meticulously plotted their course and sent telegrams for passengers. The Graf Zeppelin's career was legendary. Its most famous journey was the 1929 round-the-world flight. Sponsored by American newspaper magnate William Randolph Hearst, the trip was a global media event. Starting from Lakehurst, New Jersey, the airship made stops in Friedrichshafen, Germany, Tokyo, Japan, and Los Angeles before returning to Lakehurst. The flight over Siberia was particularly historic, as it was the first time much of that vast landscape had been seen from the air. In Tokyo, a crowd of 250,000 people greeted the ship's arrival, a testament to its worldwide fame. But that was just one of its many adventures. The airship pioneered the first ever transatlantic commercial air service, establishing a regular route between Germany and Brazil. These flights were incredibly popular. For many, it was the fastest and most luxurious way to cross the South Atlantic. The ship would make stops in places like Seville, Spain, and Recife or Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. Each arrival and departure was a major public event, drawing massive crowds eager to witness the majestic airship. It also undertook a dramatic polar expedition in 1931. This scientific mission flew over the Arctic, mapping vast, uncharted territories. The low and slow flight of the Zeppelin was perfect for aerial photography and scientific observation, providing data that was invaluable to cartographers and scientists of the day. Throughout its service, the Graf Zeppelin flew over 1 million miles, completing 590 flights and safely carrying over 13,000 passengers. It became a symbol of German engineering and a global ambassador of goodwill. You could find its image on everything from postage stamps to toys. It was, for a time, the most famous aircraft in the world. However, the age of the great airships was coming to an end. The rise of faster, more efficient airplanes posed a significant challenge. But the final blow came with the Hindenburg disaster in 1937. Though the Graf Zeppelin itself had a perfect safety record, the horrific fire that consumed its sister ship shattered public confidence in hydrogen-filled airships. Just a month after the Hindenburg tragedy, the Graf Zeppelin was retired from service. The pride of the skies was unceremoniously grounded, its flying days over. In 1940, the German government ordered the magnificent airship to be dismantled. Its duralumin framework melted down to be used for military aircraft in World War II. It was a sad and unceremonious end for a vessel that had brought so much wonder to the world. Today, the Graf Zeppelin lives on only in black and white photographs, grainy newsreels, and the stories of those who saw it. It represents a lost era of travel, a time when the journey itself was as magnificent as the destination. It was more than just a machine. It was a dream of floating cities and peaceful exploration. A dream that, for a glorious decade, truly took flight. The Graf Zeppelin reminds us of a time when we looked to the skies not just for speed, but for silent, graceful, and breathtaking adventure. Thanks for joining me on this journey back in time. If you enjoyed this look at aviation history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more stories from our amazing past. See you next time.